Hey guys, hey. How you doing? Is you doing? Are you really? No, don't. No. Yep. Because I'm doing. So, today I thought I would come in here and talk about my post on Facebook last night. Now, if you're not following me on Facebook, I only accept people that actually talk. I'm not one of those people that, want to engage in, conversation. And I used to have like almost 1,400 people on Facebook, and I cut it down to like 5 something. So today I thought that, I would kind of address what I wrote yesterday. Yesterday I had kind of a rough time. I am the biggest I have been since 2 years ago. Excuse me. Yesterday I got on the scale. I didn't do it today, just because I didn't want to jump off a bridge afterwards. So I thought I would just thought I'd stay off today. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yesterday I got on the scale and it was 339.2, and like my little world just came crashing down. So there's many different things that, I'm going to talk about during this video, but the number one thing I want to say is that when you're feeling like this, and when, the world is kind of closing around on you, and you feel like you don't have, a leg to stand on, you need to lean on your community. Because you wouldn't believe how many people wrote me and messaged me and texted me and told me that they're going through the exact same thing, but you'd never know it. That's the issue, is that you never know it. You don't know that people have regain until, they pop up with something, because people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. Hell, I don't even want to talk about it, but I don't have much of a choice, because this is kind of what that channel's for. So, dealing with regain is one of the hardest things about weight loss surgery. It is, because once it starts, unless you can kind of ground yourself and like get, kick your own ass, it can snowball. And that's what's happened to me. And I know why, and I understand why, and I'm not gonna lie. No. It's because I'm eating my feelings. I'm eating my feelings because shit got real. With the band in, I was unable to eat my feelings. So I could, anytime that I would eat anything sweet, or anytime that I would eat anything, like trash, I'd throw it back up. So the band kept me from myself, and in many ways I feel like I should have kept it, but in other ways, like, that's not good either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my disease talking. It's my addiction talking. I shouldn't want to make myself sick because I can't, what was I going to say? I shouldn't want to make myself deathly ill because I can't control what I put in my freaking mouth. No, that's not okay. And a lot of people will say that obesity and addiction like this, like sugar addiction and food addiction, is not a disease. Well, you're wrong, because it absolutely is. Absolutely is. It's a sickness, and not everybody has it. And like my husband, he doesn't have it. His mother doesn't have it. Like, they tell me that they don't think about food, and they don't. Like, unless I'm cooking for them or I force them to eat, like, until their body starts getting sick, they won't eat. Like, they don't care. There's like, oh, I've got other stuff to do. My mind is constantly on food. What am I going to eat next? What am I making for lunch? What am I eating later on? What's my snack? Am I going to make a shake later? Do I have the stuff for it? Like, my mind, my mind is constantly constantly searching for ways to sabotage me. And I put it that way because that's how I feel. I feel like my mind is sabotaging me because I don't want to I don't want to take other means of I know that this video is probably going to be kind of everywhere because I'm trying to really dig deep, and this is how I process things. Is I really just I put it out here. You know, I don't rehearse it. Like, what comes out is what comes out. I don't edit these things like this. I legitimately just, whatever comes the hell out of my mouth, good or bad, that's what you guys get. And I think that's the way it should be. So I think I was saying that, you know, instead of using other means to work out my problems, I have always turned to food. Food has always been my best friend, and it has always been there for me in the middle of the night, you know, in, you know, the darkest recesses of my mind. You know, I could always turn to sweets and I would feel better. Always. No, always. Like, if you don't have a food addiction, this is not something that you can understand. This is something that is deep and resonates within me. Like, when I eat things that taste good, like, my entire body, my brain lights up. It lights up. Like, I'm happy and I feel better, and like all that stress and worry is just right off my shoulders. But it doesn't stay that way, and that's half the issue, is that it doesn't stay like that. Because, you know, like a half an hour later, 30 minutes later, when, you know, my body has processed whatever the hell I've been eating, well, I'm right back where I fucking started, because you're eating your feelings. And I think I was, you know, I've told you guys a few videos now that, you know, I have something coming up in February that I'm terrified of. And it's when I have something like this, I can't just put it out of my mind. Like, I obsess about things. So I've been obsessing about this issue, this thing going on in February for the last, you know, probably, I think I've known almost a month, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And like, the entire time I'm just like, what am I going to do? How's it going to be? What's going to happen? So it's this huge, like, level of anxiety that I just keep pressing down with food. I just keep pushing food in this because I can't fix what's going on in here. So I've been talking about it in therapy, and I've been talking about it, you know, before my brain paintings, and then, you know, I've been talking about it in group, and I'm hoping that talking about it, if you just talk about it, maybe, but that doesn't, I don't know why it won't help me. I don't know why it won't help me. I don't know why group and therapy and stuff like that doesn't take away what's going on in here for me. Like, you know, but I can't quit. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, I can't just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to stop therapy because it's not working. Or, oh, I'm just going to stop brain pain because I'm not seeing the results. Because I don't know what I would be like if I wasn't doing these things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to stop and spiral further down. You know, things may be slightly more out of control, but I don't know where I would be without the tools that I'm using. And it's not a matter of like super overeating, but it's a matter of what I'm choosing to eat is a better thing that I should say. Starbucks is a crutch for me. Every time I go out, I want a coffee, and I get a sugar-free coffee frappuccino with a sugar-free coffee frappuccino with sugar-free cinnamon dolce. Now, I've told you guys before, I dump on certain things Starbucks, I'll dump. If I use their regular syrups, I'll dump. But if you don't ask for the light base when you ask for a coffee frappuccino, and if you don't ask for 2% milk, then they give you full milk, and they give you the full base, and the full base has regular sugar in it. But for some reason, that doesn't make me dump. So so what I'm saying to you is that unless I, physically, go in there and say, which is even more shit than, I should have to say to begin with, is, I want the light base, and I want 2% milk, and I want sugar-free cinnamon dolce, instead of just saying I want a coffee frappuccino, sugar-free cinnamon dolce. And then my thing is I've been putting whipped cream in it and on top, and I never used to do that. There are so many things that I didn't used to do that have crept back into my life. Like I would always do the blended, but I would never do the on top because I didn't need it on top. But now I'm like, oh yeah, and why don't you throw some of them creme brulee sprinkles on that shit? Nirvana, the hell is wrong with me? So that's something I can't do anymore. I can't do it. If I'm gonna have a Starbucks, I have to get the light base, and I have to get 2% milk, and I have to get the whipped cream off. I don't need it. You don't need it. I don't need it. I just don't need it. Just no. No means no. So now that I have gotten to that, there are other things that I've been doing. Toast. Yeah, because eating toast with a ridiculous amount of butter on it, because that's the way I can eat it, and I like it, and I love it, and I have been doing it. And I thought by using Dave's 5 grains or Dave's Killer Bread, or eating the Eureka bread, that I was like, oh yeah, but at least it's like whole grains, at least I don't know. Well, girl, it ain't good for you if you put half a stick of butter on it. Is it? No. If you throw a tablespoon of peanut butter on there too, Lord Jesus, Nirvana, what are you doing? And then because I have low iron, I have been craving hamburgers. I've been craving red meat. So every time me and my husband go out, I want to go to In-N-Out. Oh yeah. If you don't know what In-N-Out is, it is good as hell. It is, oh God, it's so good. It's a California institution, and it is phenomenal, and it is so greasy, and it's so fatty. I need that like I need another hole in my head. I do. I do. I need that like I need another freaking hole in my head. So, and back in the day, I didn't eat hamburger, but no. I don't do hamburger, but I don't need no buns, girl. No, I'm good. No, I don't eat bread. I don't do no bread. I used to get it protein style, which was the lettuce wrap. And then life shit on me. And instead of being, an adult and picking myself up and being like, no, that's not what you do. No, you're not going to do that. No, Nirvana, follow the basics. Do what you're supposed to. I said, oh yeah, well, if I only have like half of the bun, just a couple bites of the bun, then take the bun off, then that's better, right? No. So I've been doing that. God, I'm just gonna tell you guys everything. I'm just gonna lay it on out there. I've also been doing what else? What else have I been doing that I know I'm not supposed to? Baskin Robbins. Yeah. Like when I go to one of my therapies on Thursday, my husband and I always stop at Baskin Robbins, and I get a sugar cone, of course, because I need that, right? With regular ice cream, because there are 2 flavors that I can eat. I can eat the mint chocolate chip, and I can have the Oreo. So those are 2 that don't make me dump. And of course, I always get 1 scoop, and I sit there and eat most of it, and then it's so sickeningly kind of sweet that I don't eat all of it, but that's not the fucking point, is it? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? So there's that. And my mother-in-law likes to bake. My mother-in-law likes to eat sweets too. And this is not me, blaming her for anything. This is my inability to say no to sweets that I'm talking about right now. This has nothing to do with her. So she made a red velvet cake for Christmas. A 2-layer red velvet from scratch, and also cream cheese frosting from scratch. Now I know, because I'm a baker, because I'm a cook, I know exactly what goes into that, and I shouldn't be touching it. But do you want to know how many pieces I've had in the past couple days, girl? Like half that fucking cake. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And my way of thinking is, oh, well, you just have been so stressed out and you've been so sad and life's been terrible and, just because, I cut them small. So that makes it better, right? Because as long as you cut like a little piece of it, then no big deal. That wasn't like 400 calories. That wasn't like 90 grams of carbs. That wasn't like 150 grams of sugar right there. And that's just one piece that you had today, huh? Yeah, that makes it better. No, it doesn't make it better. No, it doesn't. And potatoes have snuck back into my life. I never ate French fries. Never. I didn't eat mashed potatoes. I didn't eat, hash browns. I didn't touch it. Snuck right back in. Yeah, it did. Oh boy, howdy. If I can just have a little bit, just a little bit, no big deal. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit, just a little bit, just a couple bites, no big deal. That shit adds up. That adds up. It adds up, and it throws your balance off for the entire freaking day. And of course, I went to get food last night. I'll give you an instance. I went to go get food with my husband last night. And I stopped off at Habit Burger, if you guys know what that is. It's just another burger joint. And did I order the one patty? Oh, no, baby. I ordered the double. Because, I can fit a double in. And I got pickles, and of course they put like 2 pieces of cheese on it, and they put, grilled onions, and they give you a fry, and then of course I ordered a milkshake for Matthew, and of course I ordered a Coke for Matthew, because if I say it's for Matthew it makes me feel better, doesn't it? No, out of control. I am out of control. So okay, so we have that, right? So we sat down. I want to say I had about 3 bites with the bun. 3 bites with the bun, and then I took the bun off because it's a lot of grease, it's a lot of food, and normally I don't eat most of the bun anyway, but that's not a fucking excuse. So see, this is the way my mind works. I'm like, well, I didn't eat all of the bun, so that makes it better, right? Because they have bunless options that I could have asked for, but I chose not to. My mind thinking is, I'm only going to have a few of these fries and Matthew will eat the rest. Well, he didn't need them either, but he sure did eat the rest of them. And I didn't need the 2 swigs of, the chocolate milkshake that I had, but I certainly did have it, didn't I? And I didn't need to drink any of that Coke because I never drank fucking soda. I never ordered it. I never asked for it. I don't have it in the house. Like that is one thing I'll tell you guys. I never buy it for the house. But, oh, yes, ma'am. When we go out, he buys a Coke, and who sits there and sucks on half of it while he's in there? Yeah, me. I do. I do, yeah. Yeah. Coming clean feels amazing because I needed this. So yeah. So I had like 3 bites of hamburger, probably like 7 or 8 French fries with the bun is what I was saying. And then I ate probably 3/4 of the burger, and I was full. But I shouldn't have eaten that at all. I should have gotten a grilled chicken, or there are other options that you can get, a salad. There's all kinds of stuff that I could have done. Excuse me. And I used to. Like, when you go back in my other videos, like, this is shit that I used to do, and I stopped. I stopped. I let life get the best of me, and I used that excuse to just dig myself further into the hole. Like, that's what I've been doing. I've just been a little bit every day, just a little spoonful, just digging up a little deeper, just a little deeper. And like, no, I can't do it anymore. And I know this thing's long, but for anybody who's sticking through this, I hope what I'm saying is helping you as much as it's helping me. I am not perfect. I do not feel like an inspiration. I don't feel like I deserve as much love as I get at all. Actually, I feel really shitty about myself right about now. Yeah, I feel real bad, and I can use every excuse in the book. Well, my weight loss surgery stopped, and the revision, and life is just taking a big old crap on me. But it all boils down to I'm lazy when it comes to my food choices, and I allow my brain to rule. Yeah, I allow my feelings, my emotions to rule who I am and how I proceed life, like how I continue to live. And I can't do that anymore. So baby steps have started this morning. So this morning I always make a cup of coffee, and I always put 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. So I will continue with my Splenda, but I will not be using any more sugar in anything that I'm doing. I'm actually going to put the sugar jar out of my reach. I'm going to put it in a cupboard, because if I can't see it, I can't just, my mind will always find a reason for something. Well, if it's just a little bit, just a little, couple, no. So, back to basics, Nirvana. Back to basics. And people say that, but they don't really know what they're talking about. Back to basics. So, no more added sugar. I'm going to do absolutely 0 toast, which is what I would get 2 eggs. I would make them in butter, and then I would take 1 piece of toast with butter on it, and that would be my breakfast. 2 eggs, no butter. We're going for Pam. I've got to get back to where I need to be, and I've already discussed this with my husband. I'm making him kind of food police me when we're out. So when I ask for ice cream, he has to say no, and when I ask for soda, he has to say no. And when I ask for shitty food, he has to say no. Because at this moment right now, today, I do not have the constitution to do it myself. I have to be forced, and then, I have to be forced, and then I can pick myself back up. I really wanted to come on here and just be honest. I wanted to be honest with what I've been doing. I wanted to be honest with myself. I wanted to show you guys this is what weight loss surgery can be like if you don't keep the tight reins, if you don't keep a tight leash. on yourself. And am I perfect? No. But you guys should already know that about me. But at least I'm honest. That's about all I can really give myself right now, is at least I'm honest about it. So I'm going to be working on me. And I'm not just going to use the new year, new me bullshit. No. Because this is the same me that I've always been. I just slipped back where I didn't belong in the first place. And now I have to work even harder to get back to where I need to be. So, it is all about baby steps. It is all about just telling yourself no all day long. Just no. I have to make a better choice. No, because I made ricotta bake the day before yesterday. And what was it? Yeah, I made ricotta bake. And it's so fatty and so much cheese, and like I'm just like, so I'm gonna dump it. And I'm gonna buy some turkey and some chicken, stuff that I can have on hand, because I used to eat P3s all the time. So I'm just gonna start building those again, because that's what I used to do. And then when I'm hungry, I just go grab one of those instead of looking for something else shitty to eat. So that's what I'm working on, is cutting out as much trash as I possibly can. And I will be going to the gym today. We'll be going to the gym tomorrow. Hopefully my mother-in-law will be back, and I'll be going to the gym Saturday and Sunday. I don't drive, for some of you that don't follow me that often. So my mother-in-law and my husband take me to the gym, and it's a couple miles away. I also, what was I going to say? I also, come on, Nirvana. Oh, so for those of you who take opiates, which like Norco, Vicodin, that kind of stuff, I actually did a whole bunch of research last night and found out that, while you're taking those and while they're in your system, they actually slow down your metabolism more than you thought. So I would realize that, I would take my pain medicine for my hip and my back, and I would realize that it didn't hit me until almost 2 hours later. Like, I timed it. I was like, God, I'm hurting. And, I'd feel a little bit of relief, but it didn't fully hit me till almost 2 hours later. So my metabolism while I'm on these things is god awful. So won't be taking them. No. What does that mean? That means I'm going to be in a lot of fucking pain. I'm going to be really fucking miserable for a while. But I can't continue to live like this. I can't see 350. I can't do it. So I will have to do what my dad did, and what my brother probably did, and what my mother does, is we just grin and fucking bear it and just do it anyway. I have to pull on the strength of my community. I have to come to you guys with these things, and then we have to build each other up. We have to lift each other up when we're failing, and we have to be honest with each other, because if you're not honest with who you are and you're not honest with what you're doing, then you can't be helped. You can't be helped. It doesn't matter how many people pat you on the back and tell you everything's going to be all right. If you're not honest with what's going on, it's not going to help you. You're just going to continue to do whatever you were doing before. So I dread the comment section in this one. It's alright. It's okay. I deserve a good tongue lashing every once in a while. So I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everybody is doing well. I know the new year is coming, and God, Lord Jesus, we need a new year. This one's been ass. What's it been? Ass. So much ass. So little time. So I'm looking forward to that. I will not be doing anything on New Year's Eve because my husband will be working. So, yeah, there's that. I really do hope everybody is doing okay. I know that lots of people died and lots of people are sick and lots of shit's been going on. Lord Jesus, please help the world. But I will talk to you very, very, very soon. Sorry it's a long one, but I thought I actually needed it to be this long because I really had a lot to talk about. Bye.